Good day, everyone. My name is Adeshina Miracle, and I'm the leader of Group 7. We're here to talk about the elements of business communication. And under that, we're going to talk about understanding business communication, which entails the definition, method of business communication, elements of business communication, effective business communication, importance of effective business communication, concept of noise, types of noise, and how noise affects business communication. And business communication is the process of sharing information within and outside an organization to achieve business objectives. Effective business communication helps to convey information clearly, effectively, and efficiently to help organizational goals.
Five methods of business communication, and number one is verbal communication. Verbal communication is the use of words to convey a message, and under it we have face-to-face meeting, presentation, phone calls, and video conferencing. The second one we have is non-verbal communication. This is the process whereby words are not used to convey information, and they are body language, facial expression, gestures, and eye contact. The third one we have is written communication. Written communication is when we use words, when we write words down to convey information. And we have emails, memos, reports, and letters. The fourth one under method of business communication is digital communication. This is when informations are digitally expressed to people, and under it we have social media, instant messages, webinar, and online meetings. The fifth one, which is the last one, is visual communication. Visual communication is when information are visualized to people, and we have images, videos, infographics, and chart graphs. Thank you.
Communication. This is used as a checklist to ensure that your communication is clear and engaging. So moving on, we have the first one, which is clarity. Clarity ensures that when you are communicating, we have to ensure that your message is clear and concise. Secondly, moving on, we have conciseness. Conciseness means when you are um, communicating with a person, you have to ensure that your message is brief and is straight to the point. To the third one, we have consistency. When you are communicating with a person, you have to ensure that your message that is being passed is consistent in your level, your method of grammar, and whatever body language you are using. Then moving on, we have correctness. Correctness means that you have to ensure that there's proper spelling, the grammar that's being used is correct. Then moving on, we have courtesy. When you are communicating to a person, you have to ensure that you're friendly and your message that is being we have the right body language. Moving on, we have credibility. It means that as a person that is communicating, you have to ensure that you have and you show the right level of knowledge and expertise. And the last one, which is concreteness, is showing that is this method of communication is telling us that your message has to be for your message to be effective. You have to be brief and go straight to the point.
Moving on to the four S of effective communication, we have the shortness, the simplicity, sincerity, and specific. So now simplicity, shortness, brevity is the soul of wit. Communication should be brief to the point, avoid unnecessary details, helps keep the audience attention and ensure the message is understood correctly. So moving on, the next one is simplicity. Using straightforward languages and avoiding jargons or complex technology ensures that message is easily comprehensible to broad audience. Moving on, sincerity. Sincerity. Being genuine and honest in communication builds trust and credibility. Sincerity, sincerity ensures the message resonates with audience and foster positive relationship as it will reflect in manner in which the message is communicated. Then the last S is specific. Providing a clear, specific information helps avoid confusion. Being specific ensures the recipient understands exactly what is being communicated.
Up next is the importance of effective business communication. Business communication facilitates collaboration and teamwork. That is, it boosts morale and motivates employees to work together towards achieving a common goal. Two, it enhances the decision making, that's informed decision making, enables the free flow of information. Three, it improves efficiency and productivity. What does that mean? It means it reduces misunderstandings and repetitive tasks. Four, it manages change effectively. It keeps employees informed, engaged, and involved in the change process. Five, it, it strengthens the relationship between stakeholders. That means it builds trust and loyalty with customers, suppliers, and other stakeholders. Six, employee development. That is, it helps employee understand their strengths and area for improvement. Seven, it unleashes innovation and creativity. That means it fosters a culture of openness and idea sharing.
Okay, I'll be talking about the nine essential elements of a business communication. And number one, I'll be talking about the sender. This is the person that initiates the communication process by encoding the message. Number two, I'll be talking about the message that is being transferred. This is the information that is being transferred from one person to another, and it can be in different form, which can be verbal, written, or non-written. Next, I'll be talking about the channel. This is the medium through which the information is being transmitted from one person to another. And this choosing an appropriate channel for transmitting information could be affected by different factors such as receiver's preference, complexity, and other factors. Next, I'll be talking about the receiver. This is the person whom the message is intended to. So the receivers decode the message to have to have a better understanding of what the message entails. Next, I'll be talking about the feedback. This is the response or reaction of the receiver. That is, this helps us to show that the receiver has gotten the full details and understand the message to the core. Next, I'll be talking about noise. These are different factors or form of distortion that disrupt the communication process. It could be external, that is noise from the environment, and internal, that is psychological noise. Next, I'll be talking about the context. This is the situational factor that influence the communication process. It could include physical environment, organizational culture, and relationship between the sender and the receiver. The eighth one, I'll be talking about encoding and decoding. So this talks about converting thoughts into symbols and interpreting them. Like we have the Morse code that is used by military personnel to receive and send information. Lastly, I'll be talking about the purpose. This is the specific objective or the outcome of the communication process.
Looking on the concept of noise. Noise can be defined as unwanted, harmful sound considered to be unpleasant, loud, or disruptive to hearing. It can be defined as any barrier preventing effective communication process. When noise disrupts the communication process from the receiver and the sender, it is considered communication noise. The noise might distract the receiver, causing them not to hear the sender message properly, or it might distract the sender, making it difficult for them to send proper message effectively. Either way, noise become a barrier to communication. Communication noise can be found in almost all settings and contexts, including face-to-face, group, and communication organization settings. We have type of noise. We have the physical noise. Physical noise are noise that occurs within our surroundings. Examples of physical noise are a baby crying, the sound of a car horn, then a music background, a loud music playing in our environment.
Okay, so continuing from where she stopped, we have physiological noise. Physiological noise is physical noise, and an example of physiological noise is when someone is speaking too fast without taking time to breathe in. Then for psychological noise, it is caused by mental barriers. That is because we view the world very differently. So we have different interpretations to how people speak to us. An example of psychological noise is how you interpret things, how you interpret whatever it's communicated to you. Then we have semantic noise, which is caused by a difference, language barriers and lack of common knowledge. Now, when you say something to someone that doesn't have the same knowledge as you, then it's going to affect the way the person interprets whatever it is that you say. An example is the English word ode. And if you write it and you don't put the intonation marks, if a Yoruba person sees it, they will probably interpret it as ode.
Right. In continuation, we have cultural noise. Cultural noise can be defined as the cultural differences and hindrances that affect the communication and transmission of information in a particular business organization. Next up, we have technical noise. Technical noise can be defined as a technical issue that affect the transmission of information in a particular business structure. Next, we have organizational noise. This can be defined as a type of noise that occurs due to a problem in the chain of information or communication in a particular business organization.
Okay, rounding off, I'll be speaking on how noise affect business communication. And the first thing there is encoding and transmission. Noise can affect a sender's ability to pass a message clearly. And for example, when we have technical glitch in the process whereby a manager is trying to speak with his employer or to his employee rather, and there's poor signal strength or there's a background noise, it's going to affect the communication flow. Then number two, reception and decoding. Then distraction in the environment from when a receiver is trying to get the message that the sender is trying to send to him. When there's a background noise, when there's loud noise, when there are interruptions rather, it's going to affect business communication. Then the third one is feedback. And in this feedback process, there's a delay in the feedback loop when the receiver can't really get the message that the sender is trying to send. In this process, feedback is being delayed, causing lack of timely or accurate feedback. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much.